Hey, Mrparka here to review a new one from Wild Eye Films. This is Caesar and Otto's Paranormal Halloween. You guys will be familiar with this series if you kept up with them. You know, they've had 2 or 3 other films, I believe, before Caesar and Otto, Summer Camp Massacre, or something about a summer camp, and Caesar and Otto's Deadly Christmas. I've seen the Deadly Christmas one, and I remember actually being fairly fond of it. I thought it was really funny and silly and just goofy, and it was a lot of fun, if I remember. It's been a couple years since I saw it, but Paranormal Halloween, I wish I felt the same way about it, and although I do find the characters of Caesar and Otto kind of charming, and kind of have like a Three Stooges, Jim Varney kind of thing going on, where they're kind of always pestering each other. I thought this one, you know, is just not as fun for me. Also, it's more of a parody film. They're kind of goofy, like horror parody type deals, and this one more feels like a scary movie film than the other one, if I remember correctly. And it definitely parodies categories, the films that I'm not a big fan of this subgenre, or films that I don't think are very fun to parody. I mean, it does Halloween and The Shining and The Exorcist and The Conjuring and things like that. Obviously from the title. Kind of makes fun of, you know, Paranormal Activity as well. Sorry, excuse me about that. But, charming, right? But, regardless, you know, I found it a little, you know, kind of stretched out. I thought there was just too much in there. It was a lot packed in there. It's one of those films that's just riddled with, you know, celebrity cameos, like from Whalen to Tiffany Shepis, Debbie Rochon, Vernon Wells, just tons and tons of people. The list is nonstop. If you blink, you'll miss one. But now that can work as a positive or a negative. You know, for me, it kind of is just distracting that all these characters come in for a second and they're out. The film is very self-aware. It makes fun of its own problems. It makes fun of, you know, the distro companies and things like that, saying, well, I need, you know, boobs in it to get a deal, and then they'll cut to a shot of a side boob for a quick second. So it's clever in a lot of ways, but I just didn't think the jokes didn't work on me all the way. Like I said, I do like the lead characters, and I do think they are, you know, charming and funny at points, but again, a lot of the other jokes fell really flat for me. And, you know, these guys have been doing it for over 3 or 4 films, so they do have chemistry together. One of the jokes that landed really well for me was the one with Otto, who basically, someone questions, why are you always so happy? And he basically says, why be negative? And the lady just starts grilling into him, and he's like, and then his brain just automatically hears something, do you want ice cream? He's like, yeah, I'd love ice cream. She's like, I didn't ask that. So basically just you get a little insight on Otto's character and why he's always so goofy and stupid. The father is also very funny. But like I said, the film just goes to character, jumping from movie to movie. And, you know, if fans are like, people like the scary movies a lot, and they like independent films, and I say you might want to check it out. It's definitely a lot like that. The digital effects are pretty rough. I mean, the movie's not one to, you know, host its great digital effects or anything like that, and typically it really doesn't matter in a movie like this. It's a comedy, it's not there for the special effects, but they're pretty cheap looking. But regardless, if you want to see a bunch of you know, B-list kind of like horror icons, or, you know, like Sean Whalen, like I said, Debbie Rochon, Tiffany Shepis, who else is in there? There's just, the list is ridiculously long. There's a couple jokes in here again, but you know, I just found myself kind of you know, although it makes fun of its shortcomings, it still has the shortcomings in the movie, and I think that is the main story to tell here. But the DVD is riddled with features. It has 2 different commentaries on there. It has the Son of Piggyzilla Trilogy, which I have caught at one point, one of their things. The Pigzilla character, which is kind of cute. You know, it's like a guinea pig, Godzilla type story. But yeah, if this sounds like something you'd like, you know, scary movie kind of meets super low budget, guess kind of Three Stooges type humor, maybe. But I'm Mrparka. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.
I live at my summer home from May 15th to about October 24th before abandoning it completely into the following May. I need someone to take care of the grounds.
This house, it has a history. A dreadful history.
I can't believe we're living in a car right now.
So I'm just wondering if you happen to notice anything a little abnormal about this house that we moved into.
Things floating around by themselves.
People acting strangely.
Now, if anything happens to me, consider this your warning. I walk into rooms sometimes and they become doorways for other worlds.
Hello, Otto.
You think this house is haunted?
Do not be afraid to rebel.
Do you know who I am? I'm Father Jason Steiger. If you have a possession, I'm the guy you go to.
He must be stopped.
Oh my god, I'm so cold!
Maybe you shouldn't walk around with your shirt off so much.
What a ridiculous thing to say!
You might want to watch your nards.
By the power of Christ! Oh my god, he ate the cross!